Welcome back. We're reaching you live from the studios of Joli FM, and you are listening to Colors of Education with Kolours. In this program, we're going to be having 3 segments, and the first segment is the news update around the educational sector. The second segment is the interviews. And the third segment is the reading of books and books review. Those are the things that you'll be expecting in this program. And we assure you that it's going to be a wonderful time here with us. So very quickly, we're going to the headlines, news that are making round in the world of education. Super Eagle captain said to build a world-class international school in Plateau State. Public and private schools to resume on the 18th of January 2021. Mother of alleged assaulted Deeper Life school pupil to demand 1.5 billion naira compensation. Ekomion keeps pouring in for ex-Unilag Vice Chancellor, late Professor Oyewusi Ibidapo Obe. Now the news in full. Super Eagles captain said to build a world-class international school in Plateau State. The Super Eagles captain, Ahmed Musa, has continued his philanthropic works across the country. He revealed plans to build a multi-million naira school in Plateau State. The 28-year-old Nigerian Super Eagle captain stated that education is one important key to success, hence the need to continue to contribute to the industry. He quote, "I am not ignorant of the need to give back to my wonderful community. And that is why I am excited to announce the commencement of the M&S International School project in Plateau State, just south local government, Bukuru. Education is key." End of quote. Public and private schools to resume on the 18th of January 2021. A good number of states in Nigeria has approved January 18 for their resumption date for the second term academic section. These include Lagos State, Nasarawa State, Enugu State, Bauchi State, amongst others. In a statement signed by the head Public Affairs Lagos State Ministry of Education, Mr. Kayode Abayomi, noted that the due date was announced by Lagos State Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Folashade Adefisayo. The statement reads, the Lagos State government has announced that public and private schools below tertiary level in Lagos State should be reopened for second term 2020-2021 academic session from Monday, the 18th of January 2021. The Honorable Commissioner reveals that this is in line with the federal government directives coupled with the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. She, however, warned that all schools owners and administrators must observe all COVID-19 guidelines of regularly washing their hands, wearing of face masks, social distancing, in order for them not to be found wanting. Mother of assaulted Deeper Life high school pupil to demand 1.5 billion compensation. Mrs. Deborah Oshibong is the mother of the 11-year-old boy, Master Don Davis Oshibong, who was allegedly have been sexually abused and molested at the Deeper Life High School, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. She threatened to go to court if the school failed to pay her 100 million compensation within 21 days. Mrs. Deborah Oshibon spoke through her lawyer, David Okokan. She said, if the school failed to pay the 100 million compensation within 21 days, she would proceed to court and she would increase the amount to 1.5 billion naira. She said 100 million was non-negotiable because they needed 100 million to enable them fly Master Don Davis Oshibon, the abused son, abroad for medical checkup and treatment. I stated clearly in the letter I wrote to Deeper Life High School that the 100 million was for the medical attention for the boy. If we are talking of life, you know that no amount of money can equal to life. End of quote. It was gathered that Mrs. Deborah Oshibon has proceeded to a chief magistrate court sitting in Uyo, but the absence of the chief magistrate in court on Wednesday, the 6th of January, stalled the arraignment of the suspects. The police took the suspect, 5 staff and 2 students of the Deeper Life High School, to the court. A 74-year-old man, retired medical doctor, Efyong Udimudu, who is said to be a member of the school management committee, was also brought to court. A communion has continued to troop in for the late VC or the late ex-Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, late Professor Ibidapo Obe. The Vice Chancellor of First Technical University Ibadan, Professor Ayobami Salami, in his words, says his contributions to the university development were very, very enormous. He was a rare gem. His iconic touch to the rapid progress and development of our university is real and apparent. The University Governing Council, Senate, management, staff, and students indeed bear testimony to his numerous contributions to the acclaimed pedigree that TechU has recorded within the 3.5 years of his existence. This explains the deep pain and sadness that enveloped the university when the news of his death broke out. The Vice Chancellor of Crawford University, Igbesha, Ogun State, Professor Ruben J.R. Kolours, in his own remarks says his impact as member and chairman of council was legendary. He was a philanthropist of note. His exemplary leadership, acumen, humane and humble disposition, and dedication to service will be missed immensely. The Vice Chancellor of UNILAG, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundikpe, says he was the one that interviewed me when I was to be a professor. He was my mentor and supporter. We lost our 8th Vice Chancellor, my mentor, the one who chaired the interview session. I will miss him greatly. Just before we go, here are the headlines again. Super Eagle captain said to build a world-class international school in Plateau State. Public and private schools to resume on the 18th of January 2021. Mother of alleged assaulted Deeper Life school pupil to demand 1.5 billion naira compensation. Equipment keeps pouring in for ex-UNILAG Vice Chancellor, late Professor Oyefusi Ibitapo Obe. We go on a short musical break. When we come back, we'll discuss more on the importance of reading regularly. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Colours of Education with Kolours and Oluwatoyin. It is mandatory that every child gets qualitative education. Join me, Kolours and Oluwatoyin, as we bring to you Colours of Education for updates, interviews, debates, school representations, and lot more. Every Thursday by 4 p.m. on Joli FM. Colours of Education, wired for excellence.
Nigeria hasn't always justified the faith of its people, but there comes a time when you are pushed to the wall and there's nowhere to go but up.
If we just decide in our hearts that we want to believe in Nigeria and we want to take steps every day to make this country a better place.
This is our dream, and a new Nigeria is that dream that we so much seek and desire.
The destiny of Nigeria is in our hands. We are the country. The country is us.
We are Nigeria.
We are that turning point generation. We are Nigeria. We are the future.
We are the future.